Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Burrow Home Bar, where I make lovely cocktails for myself to drink and then for you guys to watch every week. Hope you enjoy it. If you're new here, hello, thank you for joining me. This week's cocktail is inspired by a drink that I had on a very recent trip that I had to Rhodes in Greece. So me and my husband Ben went to this amazing bar there basically, and it had so many amazing drinks. We actually went 2 nights. We were only there for 4 or 5 nights, but we went twice because it was so good. And there was this one cocktail, they were all amazing, but there was this one that I really wanted to try because it was very simple. But in my slightly drunken state, I actually can't quite remember what was in it, other than 2 things. There was only 3 things in it though, so we're not far off. So I'm kind of making up a little bit. I'm going to try and recreate it somehow. I don't know, but it was delicious. I actually don't even have a name for this cocktail. I can't remember what it was called, so I'm just going to simply call it the Rhodes cocktail. As I say, only 3 things in it, so very simple, and yeah, we'll see how it compares to the one that we had when we were there. So it's a bourbon-based cocktail, so it's very strong, boozy. It's a little bit almost, the ratios I'm going to go with are kind of a bit like a Manhattan. So we've got bourbon, and then instead of the vermouth for Manhattan, we're using red wine. And so I have had a red wine and bourbon cocktail before, and obviously you get New York sours, which are bourbon or whiskey with red wine float, so they definitely pair together, but this cocktail was just unreal that we had. And I was actually very dubious about having it because it came with a coffee bubble on the top, and I don't like coffee, so I actually didn't order it. Ben ordered it, and then when it came, you know, he popped the bubble. Yes, it smelled a little bit of coffee, but once that went away, you didn't get any coffee taste. It was actually delicious. And the other thing was a fruit liqueur, and I can't remember what fruit. It was something that I'd never heard of, so potentially unique to Greece or Rhodes, I don't know. But when we were there, we brought a few things back, and I picked up this Kumquat Liqueur. And I just thought it'd be fun to use it in this, see what it's like. I'm assuming it'll be fine. It probably won't be as good as the one that we had, but I'm really excited to make it and just see if it kind of tastes anywhere near familiar. So yeah, let's get on with this Rhodes cocktail, and we're going to start. We're not going to shake it this week, which is good. We're just going to stir, nice stirred cocktail. So we're going to start with a bourbon, and if I'm kind of going by Manhattan-y measures, I'm going to do 60 mils of bourbon, I think, and then I'm going to do 20 mils of red wine, which you can tell I'm not a massive wine. I mean, I like wine, don't get me wrong, and I drink a lot of rosé, but I'm not a massive wine drinker. And when I was opening this bottle, I had a cork, and I don't know how I pushed the cork in, so now it's bobbing about, so it's not really any good anymore. This happened last night, so I think I'm going to use it in this and chuck it. I don't know, I don't think I should really use it after that, but I think it's going to be fine for this, right? I've got a strainer to like strain out any bits of cork as well. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to do it down here just because I am going to strain it. Okay, that's probably, what did I say? 20, yeah, 20 mils. It's bordering on 20, 25 of red wine. No bits of cork came out, so I don't know whether that's a myth that when it gets pushed in, you get little bits floating about, but I don't know. Okay, and then I'm going to do 25 mils of this Kumquat, which smells kind of like just orangey almost, which I suppose is the taste of it, isn't it really? Very citrusy anyway. Lovely, and that is everything in there. So that is all 3 of those in there. So I'm just going to add ice, and then I'm going to give this a quick stir. So yeah, see what this is like. It'll be drinkable. Most of my drinks are, even if they're not the best things I've ever made, I drink them. I don't think I've ever chucked a cocktail down the sink in my life. Actually, that's not true. I probably have on nights out when I've had people over and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I think I'm still an amazing cocktail artist, and then it's actually garbage. So, but usually, and especially for these videos, I don't chuck them. I drink them all the time. I'm not really bigging this up very much, am I? It's probably going to be, I think it's going to be delicious. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to having bourbon and red wine again. I'm not a massive red wine drinker. I wouldn't sit and have a glass of red wine, so but I do enjoy it in a cocktail. So for my garnish, I did think about doing the bubble like we had in Rhodes, but I actually can't be bothered. And as usual, my catchphrase, I'm running out of time. I actually don't have time. I barely have time to film this, to be honest. So I'm not going to do a bubble, I'm not going to do anything, but I did get this little plinth thing, which is quite cute, from Rhodes, which when I saw it, I was like, that would be quite cool to have a cocktail glass on, you know, as part of the presentation. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. So now this is all stirred up, we're just going to strain it into our glass. Lovely. It's quite a small glass, there's a tiny little bit left, but that won't go to waste, don't you worry. There we go, everyone, that is my Rhodes cocktail. So let's give it a taste and see if it's anywhere near familiar to what we had on holiday a few weeks back. Cheers. I just love I love bourbon so much. Bourbon is probably my favourite, like, base for everything. It's so good. Lovely, really nice. You definitely get the red wine coming through, is making it a lot more earthy, a lot more rich. It just complements bourbon so well. Who would have thought? And there is a touch of sweetness in there, which obviously is this kumquat liqueur. I wouldn't be able to taste it, that's what it was, to be honest. I'm thinking you could probably use an orangey thing in there, or like another sweet fruit liqueur thing in there, and it'd probably do the same job. Yeah, no, it's delicious. I do love a strong drink, and that's exactly what this is. There's no kind of sugar syrup or fruit or anything in there. It is literally just these three things. Really good. Yeah, definitely spirit forward. Tastes, you know, like a bit Manhattan-y, because there's a lot of bourbon in there. Like I said, it's almost like I've switched to vermouth for the red wine. But no, that is lovely. Really, really enjoyed that one. Thank you so much for watching me on the Burrow Bar. Catch me next time where I'll be making another cocktail. Hope you're all well. And yeah, I need a catchphrase at the end. I used to do happy cocktailing. I still do that sometimes, but I need to think of something else. So bear with me and I'll have something else next time. I swear this is the first drink of the day. I feel like I'm like half cut already. Cheers.